Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Sethi Learn. In today's session 3 on miscellaneous topic, further concepts on greater integer function and fraction part function will be discussed through illustrations involving L-hospital rule, left hand limit and right hand limit. In earlier sessions, we discussed in miscellaneous topic 1 this one and miscellaneous topic 2 this one, which you can review on Sethi Learn. Let's start with the questions. Question is the value of fx. Cos of inverse 1 minus integral part this into sine of inverse 1 minus integral of x not equal to 0 if L and R of the left hand limit and right hand limit of fx at x equal to 0. Then you have to find the value of this. You have to fill in the blank. Question is taken from JEE Main 2024. Let's start the question. Concept applicable is, we know integral part function. Integral part function. Answer is always integral part. Right? तो इसमें क्या करेंगे? Limit x tends to 0 plus that is equal to limit x tends to 0, 0 plus h. This comes out to be h, right? This comes out to be h for right hand limit. So right hand limit लिया हमने, right hand limit. Now limit h tends to 0, cos of inverse 1 minus x square, 1 minus h square into sine of inverse 1 minus h divided by h minus h cube. Right? Now put the limits. If we put it over here, then h is 0, cos of inverse 0, this is 0, 0 by 0 form. Sin inverse 1 minus h, if we put the limit here, then sin inverse 1 is pi by 2. So in this case, limit h tends to 0, cos of inverse 1 minus h square upon h minus h cube into sine of inverse 1 minus h. Right? We know the algebra limits, addition, subtraction, multiplication. We can put the limit separately, individually, right? In this case, on substituting h tends to 0, on substituting limits, this becomes sine of inverse 1, that is pi by 2. Its answer is pi by 2. Now, this is 0 by 0 form. This is 0 by 0 form. And we do not write any formula in this case. There are two methods, by substitution method or by using L-hospital rule. L-hospital rule. L-hospital rule में क्या है? If we get 0 by 0 form, then differentiate numerator and denominator separately, and quotient formula is not applicable. Quotient formula is not applicable. Right? Now apply L-hospital rule in this case. This becomes limit h tends to 0, cos of inverse की differentiation minus 1 over under root 1 minus h square, the whole square into minus 2h upon 1 minus 3h square into pi by 2. Right? Now simplify it. Limit h tends to 0 or minus plus 2h upon under root 1 minus h4 plus 2h square into 1 minus 3h square into pi by 2. Now, further limit h tends to 0, 2h upon this goes, we take common h under root 2 minus h square into 1 minus 3h square into pi by 2. Put the limits. Put the limits में क्या आएगा? This goes 2 upon under root 2 into 1 into pi by 2. This goes to pi by root 2 is the right hand limit. Pi by 2 is the right hand limit. Now we solve for the left hand limit. Now for left hand limit. What to do for left hand limit? In this case, we know limit x tends to 0 minus greatest integer fraction part, limit h tends to 0, 0 minus h. Now, further example, minus 0.1. Answer will be 1 minus 0.1, that is 0.9. That is 1 minus h. 1 minus h. Now in this case, substituting the, in this case, limit h tends to 0 for left hand limit cos of inverse 1 minus h whole square into sine of inverse 1 minus h divided by 1 minus h minus 1 minus h whole cube, right? Now on further simplification, limit h tends to 0 cos of inverse 1 minus 1 minus h square plus 2h sine of inverse h upon 1 minus h taken common, we get 1 minus h whole square means 1 minus h square plus 2h, right? This goes. Now, in this case, we take x common, limit h tends to 0, cos of inverse. This goes minus h square plus 2h. Sine of inverse. इसमें से h कॉमन ले लिया upon h into 1 over 2 minus h upon 1 minus h. Right, put the limits. Put the limits. We get cos of inverse 0, that is pi by 2. 1 minus 0, this is 1 into this is equal to 1 minus h, that comes out to be 2 minus h. This is 2 minus h. 2 minus h. This is 2. Answer comes out to be pi by 4. Right? Left hand to find value. To find value, pi square by 32 by pi square, L square plus R square. On substituting and calculation, we get 18 is the answer. 18 is the answer. Now, in this case, simple concept applicable was, this concept is applicable and this concept is applicable, right? Both apply the concept, remove the before subtracting limit, remove the integral part function, simplify it. A very simple question. Now, next question. Question is, let this denote the GIF, greatest integer function, and T denote the fraction part function. The integer value of alpha for is the left hand limit of the function at x equal to 0 equal to alpha minus 3. We have to fill up the value of alpha here. Question is taken from JEE 2000. According to the requirement question, we have to find left hand limit. left hand limit x tends to 0 minus 1 plus x plus alpha की power twice greater integer function plus fractional part function plus greater integer function minus 1 whole twice greater integer function plus this. Right? Now, using the concepts, we know the property x plus n. Answer is n plus x. ठीक है? It is the integral value. And x plus this equal to x. And the greatest integer part plus fraction part equal to the number of itself. Minus 7.2, just to give more better impression. Minus 7.2 fraction part equal to minus 7.2. How? This is minus 8 by definition. This is 1 minus 0.2 by definition. Minus 8 plus 0.8, that is minus 7.2. This, I think, more concept clear कर देता है. ठीक है? Now, twice greater integer function x plus fraction part can be written as greater integer function plus this equal to plus this. This can be written as x plus, right? Now, therefore, limit x tends to 0 minus 1 plus x plus twice, this is plus minus 1 plus x divided by x, right? Now, substituting limits, this will become 1 minus 1 plus, this is alpha, alpha give power minus 1 plus 0 plus minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus 0, right? So this goes alpha की power minus 1 minus 2 upon minus 1. This comes out to be minus 1 by alpha plus 2. As we know, limit x tends to 0 minus greater integer function is minus 1. That is minus 0.1 is equal to minus 1. Now, according to question, minus 1 by alpha plus 2 is equal to, given a 4 minus alpha minus 4 by 3. Alpha minus 4 by 3. On simplification, we get alpha equal to 3 or alpha equal to 1 by 3. According to question, we have to pick up integral values. Therefore, alpha equal to 3 is the correct answer. Fill in the blanks will be 3 here, right? Now, in this case, I have given the properties which are applicable here. In this case, this is a breakup property. This is the property sum of n greatest part function integral part equal to the number itself, right? Using these properties, we simplify it. Now, next question. Question is, the value of n tends to infinity. All our greatest integer functions are 2 or up to n are greatest integer function divided by n square and tends to infinity. Where r is non-zero number. We have to find the value of r. Question is taken from JEE Main 2024. Concept applicable in this case is, question is very simple. Greatest integer function less than equal to r greater than r minus 1. Using this concept, first term, second term, last term, like this. So r is this, r is using this concept, r less than equal to r greater than equal to greater r minus 1. 2r less than equal to 2r greater than 2r minus 1. Right? And up to say nr less than equal to nr greater than nr minus 1. Now adding. This will become r will be taken common. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n minus 1 plus 1 plus 1 to n times greater than r plus 2r plus nr. 2 r taken common, 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n. Right? We know the formula S1 equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n. Sum of n natural numbers n plus 1 by 2. Right? Now, in this case, we can write limit n tends to infinity. This will become r n plus 1 minus n upon n square. Right? This limit n tends to infinity r plus 2r plus nr divided by n square equal to limit n tends to infinity r n plus 1 divided by 2 into n square. This is r. Right? Now, limit n tends to infinity r n square 1 plus 1 by n minus 1 by n. What will become? This limit n tends to infinity, n taken common, r n square 1 plus 1 by n by 2 into n square. This n square goes. In this case, by r n square upon n square. This goes. Right? Now put the limits. Limits put करने पे क्या आएगा? This will become 1 plus 0 minus 0 into r by 2. जो चाहिए क्वेश्चन वो less than r 1 plus 0 divided by 2. This comes out to be r plus 2r plus nr divided by n square, limit n tends to infinity, go to r by 2. This comes to greater than r by 2. Conclusion, answer will be r by 2. Answer will be r by 2. So correct answer is D options. Now, I have discussed in the earlier questions properties of greatest integral function, properties of greatest integral part, and all the basic concepts have been cleared. Now, I would like to request, if you are new to my YouTube channel, Sethi, please like and subscribe the channel for receive upcoming concept clearing videos. Thank you. धन्यवाद. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.